Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you're watching a live chat with Tessellations. I'm your host, Sergio Galeano, and I'm joined by my good friend, Thomas Keller. He's back.
Yeah, I'm back, guys.
He's back, guys.
I'm here.
No applause. Okay, yeah.
I'm here to talk again. I paid every single one of those claps.
I didn't actually want you to applaud. Welcome, Henry.
Thank you for having us.
Ryan.
Thank you for having us.
Why don't you tell us about your music? You guys had an extensive pedal board. Both of you had your own separate pedal boards.
Yes.
Where's the influence coming from? Tell us about that.
Oh man, the influence is coming from a lot of different places. I mean, obviously you can hear it's coming mostly from like 90s shoegaze kind of dream pop stuff. Also a little bit from like the more modern indie kind of vibe, like
Beach House.
that real estate beach house.
Yeah, War on Drugs.
Yeah,
going
real estate
on.
was actually what I was thinking of.
So with this 90s shoegaze, what are we explicitly talking, like My Bloody Valentine or like
It's-
Slow Dive, something like that?
It's mostly, I mean, I know that we both love Slovaki. That's like one of our
okay,
favorite
good.
shoegaze albums.
Yeah.
Also Loveless. Like those two albums have kind of inspired a lot of our music,
And I
as
feel-
a lot of people have.
And I feel like that's like the go-to album that people think about when as soon as they hear shoegaze, at least who are familiar with the genre, they just think of the Loveless. At least that's what I do. Yeah, that is like the staple of the genre.
It's like almost a little bit of a joke at this point. It's like, oh yeah, Loveless, but I mean, it's because it's so influential.
Yeah.
But I guess we're leaning more towards the melodic side, like the Sovlaki,
Sigur Rós.
yeah,
Some post-rock
Yeah,
influence
yeah.
for sure.
Well, and it's cool because these bands are like starting to get back together and release new music.
Yeah,
Like Ride
exactly.
is on tour and
Yeah,
Slow Dive.
Slow Dive
like,
has a single out right now. Their album will be out soon. Sigur Rós has debuted some new songs.
Oh, he did.
yeah.
I didn't hear that.
They had a single out, I think over the summer
did.
actually, and I remember I was like driving home from work or something, and I just saw, oh, they have a new song, and I listened to it on the way home, and it was, it was beautiful.
It's
they're
really pretty
so
music.
sick.
So yeah, so we
Shameless plug to all of our favorite bands.
yeah,
Always.
shameless plug, no, and even like there's some newer bands that are doing some of the same stuff. Candy Claus, formerly Candy Claus, now Sound of Sarah's.
Well, Sound of Series, that it's I guess is more of a side project. I actually talked about that because for our end of the year show, it was one of my favorite albums. Was Nostalgia for Infinity.
It's fantastic.
So good.
It's beautiful. The
It was
influence
awesome.
on that. There's like influences coming from everything.
Yeah,
There's
my
Latin
Spiral
influences,
Arm, that
there's-
song blew my mind when I first heard it.
Yeah, and
So cool.
the Sarah's and Calypso, Into the Deep Time. That album,
Yeah.
if you guys, if no one's listened to that, you should listen to that if you liked any of our music. It's a fantastic album. It's very underrepresented, and
It's like
a lot of
tropical shoegaze.
oh yeah, the textures in that album are phenomenal, and a lot of our musical influence comes from just creating texture and just trying to find texture where there
Texture is
isn't.
super important. Texture and atmosphere, I feel like, are super important in a recorded setting because there's only so much you could do with tonality and lyrics and everything. So I feel like setting a mood is really important too. Kind of having a different timbral thing going on.
Yeah, putting your listener in a place and not just speaking to them. Like I don't know. I think when it comes to most music that I listen to, the stuff that I like is a mix of this is where I am, this is where the music's putting me, and this is what they're telling me. And that's what we hope to do is create a place where the listener can be, and that.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely immersive stuff, and that's sort of where these pedal boards come into play as well, because that is what you guys are creating these walls of sound with, and that's what you guys had that little like refer to it as like an ambient interlude,
Yeah, that was cool.
and that's what like it's nice because a lot of bands and these technologies give you the opportunity to create these immersive just walls of just layers and layers of feedback and stuff. And it's crazy because you can take noise and somehow distort noise into a rhythmic and I guess comforting enveloping thing,
Yeah.
Never want it to be like overindulgent whenever we do something like that because it's pretty easy to lose people and also kind of lose yourself in the like mess of like all the noise and everything. Also, you don't want to spend 10 minutes staring at the floor like messing with knobs, but sometimes you do. That can be cool, but
you just get lost like moving dials around.
yeah.
Yeah, we have some interesting experiences where we were asked to play a show in the suburbs. We're out from Westchester, Downingtown, Pennsylvania, about like 40 minutes from Philadelphia. We had a friend over the summer, who asked us to play at their at his band's EP release. So we played in his basement at his parents' house, and we were missing.
was
And
sick.
it was awesome.
It was a
They
beautiful
and they were
house.
awesome. They
Beautiful
were great hosts and
Beautiful people.
a lot of great people. But Antonio was missing, so it was just him and I. And we were like, you know what? Hey, the guy's name is Sean. Hey, Sean, may we just do some ambient stuff?
And just ambient. Whoa.
Yeah, so we like go into his basement, like his parents are there, his grandparents are there, they're
Like
watching. He's got friends, family,
Like
dogs,
family
cats.
members, like his family friends and all their kids who like don't get it at all.
We're just like
None
we
of
just
like
we
they
sit
were, like,
down.
Like all the musicians are like, dude, this is sick, and everyone else is like, what the hell are these?
we
going
wanted to
on?
make
What's
sure
going on?
that like at least it wasn't too weird. So we were like, okay, we're gonna sit on the ground. You guys can sit on the ground. Just like make yourself comfortable, meditate or
Turn
whatever.
the lights off and made it super like tried to make it super like intimate, I guess.
Yeah,
but it
yeah.
was still just
It's cool.
So we played like 35 minutes of that, of just ambient music, and then the most embarrassing part was we forgot his band's name. So we were like, all right, up next
Which
is
name drop Second to Safety.
Second to Safety.
They're
Second to
sick.
Safety.
They're
Check
great.
them out too.
They had an EP release this summer, and great guys. But yeah, we
Don't listen to our music, only other people,
yeah,
please.
we don't exist. So yeah, I don't know. This is a pretty funny story. Just sometimes the ambient stuff's too much, and
Yeah,
we try to be conservative with it.
I think it's really interesting how you end up getting like niches of like entire groups of people who like love this music, but like people outside of it wouldn't really understand it or even know it exists. Honestly, like that's what ends
Yeah.
up happening.
It's crazy because shoegaze was so it was really big in the 90s. You had magazines that front cover just saying like shoegazing. That's what it was referred to as a verb.
The grunge of the UK.
Yeah, and so I feel like now since for as much as like we're aware of it, normal people, like, I don't know, you try to say something like, oh yeah, I play shoegaze, and you're like, what?
Yeah, no,
it's like a balancing act. Like you have to explain it to someone because it's such a weird thing to say.
It's a
like-
lot
Yeah,
of
yeah,
distortion
yeah.
and soft vocals. Like,
Yeah.